Hi, I'm Mayor Nick Long, and I'm here with Ryan Edchill, the Emergency Management Coordinator for the City of League City. We're going to talk today about building your hurricane preparedness kit. So Ryan, what are some of the things that we should include in there?
Right, so whether you're evacuating or sheltering in place, a lot of these things are just kind of universal to have. I think first and foremost is food and water. So you still hear the old advice of 3 days food and water, and we've seen time and time again with these storms that that's just kind of woefully inadequate in many cases. So as much food and water as you can stand, up to 2 weeks if you can store it, is fantastic. In terms of water, 1 gallon per person per day is kind of the general rule of thumb. That's probably the trickiest thing to actually store and transport. Luckily, if you're evacuating, hopefully you're getting to a spot with clean water pretty quickly. If you're sheltering in place, again, store as much as you can, but you can also buy products like sanitary bags that'll go in your bathtub, fill the entire bathtub up with clean water, and you've got that available for yourself should you need it.
And so then, of course, when you're getting the food, it's great to get the non-perishable cans and all that, but make sure that you also have the manual can opener to open it when you need it.
Power's out, your electric can opener is not a whole lot of good. One of the things that I like to stress to folks is keeping their important documents in one spot in a waterproof bag. That's copies of your insurance documents, that's copies of your prescriptions, all of those things that you can keep in one spot and keep them together. If you've got a little fireproof safe that you can carry around, that's even better. But again, just a large Ziploc bag. And if you see us at one of our events, we hand these bags out that actually have a nice list on the front of reminders of things to keep. Copy of the driver's license, copy of the passport, financial documents, medical documents, phone numbers for your friends and family. If that cell phone's not working, I might know my wife's cell phone number, but that's probably about it that I still have memorized. So copies of those numbers are important.
And then, of course, if you're packing up food for you and your family, you got to remember your furry family as well. So have the dog, the cat food, have that ready to go as well.
Also, don't forget kind of luxury items for kids and pets both, whether that be a favorite stuffed animal or a chew toy for the dog or non-electronic games or entertainment. Very possible that you can be stuck someplace without power for a lot of time, and you can kind of keep people occupied and happy, help make that pass a little bit quicker and ease some of the stress and discomfort.
And then, of course, when you're evacuating or moving anywhere, you got to make sure you have all those prescriptions ready to go. Put them all kind of in one place. Probably bring the directions if you need them as well. Have those ready to go with your kit.
And don't forget, if you can print off a copy of that prescription and keep it with your documents, that's going to help you if you were to get somewhere and run out to fill those. Again, if the doctor is not in their office here locally, power's out, phones are down, it can be difficult to get that life-saving medication that you may rely on in an emergency. So have copies of those as well. The other thing I'll say is really important here is a way to receive information. A lot of folks don't carry little battery-powered transistor radios, and that could be the only way for you to find out what's going on, again, with lack of power or a lack of internet access. These weather radios are fantastic. They'll connect to the frequency that the National Weather Service uses to issue watches and warnings, and they can automatically turn themselves on if those warnings are issued.
And then, of course, have those extra batteries and a light source and all that kind of ready to go as well. Check your batteries, make sure they're not old or expired, and have them ready to go so that when times come, you can run those radios and your light source.
Don't forget basic sanitary items, paper towels, bath tissue, trash bags, one that's really commonly forgotten. You're going to make a mess out of these cans and food items and packages, so make sure you have some of those on hand.
And then the last thing is just kind of, basic things like a first aid kit. If something minor happens, or if you're out, doing something to secure your house during the storm, it's great to have this kind of back up and make sure you can take care of the people that you're evacuating with.
This is a great example of what to keep in your disaster kit, but every family and household is different, and there may be specifics lacking from this kit that you may need. If you need some additional guidance on what to keep in your kit, you can always visit us at readylc.com for checklists of things to keep in your kit and reminders to put that together.
Stay safe, League City.